I'm Chris Seislove, and this is the Blue Force Gear Trauma Kit Now Small. I'm about to talk about this pouch, what it does, how it does it, why it was designed. Please do not construe anything I'm about to say as medical advice. Okay, in fact, I've treated a lot of patients, I've been to a lot of different medical trainings, but I am not a medic, all right? So nothing you're gonna hear me say on any of these medical videos should be construed as medical advice. The requirement that we were going after in designing this pouch was this. I would like a medical pouch or an IFAK that holds the SOP, DOD, IFAK components, but I want it to be in a form factor that is the same or maybe a little bit less than like a triple M4 magazine pouch. Why is that important? Well, because the other options that we had on the market, specifically the Micro Trauma Kit Now Plus or the Trauma Kit Now Medium, the form factors were just a little different. So they were maybe a little thinner, but they're wider. They take up more MOLLE. Or in the case of like the Trauma Kit, the Micro Trauma Kit Now Plus, you pretty much have to wear it on the small of your back. Maybe that's not optimal for you because you're getting in and out of vehicles and it's getting caught on everything or whatever, right? This is just another option for fit, form factor, and function that gives us the same medical component options as the other kits. So, Trauma Kit Now Small. Because it's a Blue Force Gear pouch, on the back, you're gonna get Helium Whisper. Please watch the Helium Whisper video for all of the coolness on Helium Whisper. This is our proprietary MOLLE mounting system. Lightest, lowest form factor, less failure points, everything we love about Helium Whisper. That's what's on the back of the pouch. The pouch itself, when fully outfitted, again, is about the same size as a triple M4 mag pouch with mags in it. It only takes up 2 rows of MOLLE, which could be very important to you depending on where you're putting it and how you're mounting it. You know, 2 rows of MOLLE versus 4 could be the deciding factor on like where you want to put it and why you want to put it there. So 2 rows of MOLLE there, thickness about the same size as a triple M4 mag pouch. The front of it has a blip pull tab. Like all of our med kits, they are single hand deployable. So you pull the blip, it all comes out in one pull and it all stays together. Just as a side note for like field usage, you know, for some people, it's very common now, thankfully, that most people operationally are wearing like an assault top that has Velcro up on the sleeves. And I've just found personally using this, that this tab of hook that's up here at the top does very well of putting this thing on the sleeve of the patient you're working on, so that as you're grabbing items out of these, it doesn't get kicked around or moved. You know, of course, we would like to just lay this out on the ground, start grabbing stuff, using it on our patient, and then your buddy runs over who's trying to help you out and kicks this thing, and you know, yada yada yada. So, but this was by design. That's why this is hook. So it links to the pile of like assault tops and things like that. Or, you know, if your patient still has their plate carrier on, whatever, you guys get it. But that was intentionally done. So it all comes out one-handed pull. On the bottom of the pouch, we don't do it here at the factory, but a lot of good SOPs are to tie this thing down to the pouch. So ergo, same, it can't get disconnected too far. So when I pull this out and it is tied down, it's gonna stay here. If somebody kicks it, it's still within reach of me if I'm trying to use that gear on a casualty. So we don't tie it down as a standard, but we give you this Ultra Comp tab down here with a hole in it, laser cut hole, so you can tie anything you want to it if that's your SOP or your usage technique. It's a pretty good one. Going back to the pouch, on the outside, on both sides, you get some elastic loops, right? And these are for a number of different reasons. Like all of our med pouches, or like all of our medical kits, there isn't, you know, directly a way to put a tourniquet that's integrated with the pouch. This one's a little different because you can, if so desired, especially like a CAT-T tourniquet, will fit very nicely in these elastic loops. So now I've got a tourniquet that's co-located with my med kit. The Trauma Kit Now Small, I get it, we called it small, but it is definitely not small on capabilities that it can provide you. So definitely take a look at it. If anything I've said applies to you or gives you a little bit more insight on how to choose between all the different med kits we have, that was the goal.